I am so excited to be on today, to be able to record this video. Y'all, it has been a struggle to be able to record my videos, but I made it on today and I'm super excited that I was able to, aside from, the normal, I guess I don't want to really say normal, but the normal, issues of life, everything has been going great. I have been working on some other spiritual content that I'm excited to bring to you guys. I started a podcast called Empath Podcast, and I started it because one of the main reasons why it has been a struggle for me to come on and record some of these videos is that I have to be on camera, and I feel that I channel better when I'm off camera. So I was given this download to start a podcast as a way to still be able to get my messages out, because there were different things, that would attack my energy whenever I wanted to record my videos, and it was related to me being on camera and the way that I want to show up and some of my trauma in the past and things of that nature that were consistently blocking me and still attacking me through lower vibrational energies. So I was given the download to start a podcast as well. Not saying that I won't be on here. I will be on here, but I will be uploading videos more often and being able to upload my messages more often when I'm not on camera, right? And it's like I am able to channel better when I'm speaking off camera and not having to focus on myself and look in the camera and things like that. So the first thing that I want to address for you guys is I received so much love from the advice for Heyoka Empath video, and I really wanted to address a few of the questions that were on there for you guys, because they're very important questions. And I want to make sure that, I'm not kind of leaving you guys, out there after bringing forth that message, because there's actually more. And I'm glad that you guys asked the questions that you did. And thank you to anyone and everyone who shared that video and shared my my page as well, because that's helping to reach more people. And as you guys can see, a lot of people needed to hear that message. So the first thing that I want to address is that someone commented on there, what if someone starts a retaliation mirroring game after you have mirrored back a certain behavior and I guess try to move on after that, right? The question was, what if someone started a retaliation game of sorts? First thing, they will do that. You have to know and expect most people to try to do that to you, especially if they are a narcissist. You have just exposed someone, and they are now scared as hell. Whatever that dynamic was, whatever that mirroring behavior was, most of the time you have just did something that no one else has ever done to this person. Whatever it is that they did to you, I guarantee they have done it to other people in the past over and over again, and they got away with it. You are the first person who is actually able to pinpoint what it is that they're doing and mirror it back. Now they're scared as shit. They're scared that you're going to expose them. They're scared that you're going to try to, that their reputation, especially if they're a narcissist, right? Which most of the time, if you are, at this point where you are, left with the decision to have to walk away completely and there's no talking it through or reconciliation, is because you're dealing with someone who's a complete narcissist that's here to use, abuse you, and drain your energy and suck you dry of everything, right? So you have to know that they're going to try to do that. That's all they have. That is all they have, is to try to act like they're the victim and then go on this campaign to destroy your name, destroy your image. And they will use the very thing that you have accused them of or that you have exposed to them of as something that you did to them. They would use that very thing, right? Now, listen, this part is very important. And also, it's very important because of the reason why that after you do that mirroring, you need to leave. You need to leave and you need to walk away. I have lived through two complete full circle situations where the other person did a retaliation mirroring game on me. Like, I have lived full circle through that game of them trying to use the exact same thing that they did to me and point me out as a villain. Okay. Once you have walked away, and follow me here. Once you have did that mirroring and walked away, and the other person has now went on this campaign to destroy your name, talking about you to everyone, crying to everyone, making you out to be the villain, you have to do nothing. Do not try to defend yourself. Do not go to social media and make a post about it. Do not reach back out to them and say, oh my God, how dare you try to do this, and especially if you're an empath, that emotion that they are trying to invoke out of you is the very thing that they need in order to take this retaliation game to the next level. Your do nothing game at this point has to be so epic. You have to try to find a way to literally kill your emotions during this time towards this situation. Like, it doesn't matter if you see a whole paste with your name talking about how much you're a trash person, how much you did this by them. Do not comment, do not say, do not try to defend yourself, because the moment you try to defend yourself is the moment that you now look like the crazy one. And especially if you are an empath that, has normally been the type to react off of your emotions and things of that nature, like they are wanting that. That's what they want from you. That's what they want you to do. They want you to react how you have normally reacted in the past. Oh my God, I'm not doing, because at this point you can't win when someone is doing, you can't win that way when someone is doing some type of retaliation game with you. You do not defend yourself, and it's gonna be hard, but you have to. I have, going through this, I have went in and defended myself, came out looking crazy, and then had to start this process all over again, this process that I'm now explaining to you, right? I had to start it all over again because I ruined it. I went in, my emotions got into it. I wanted to defend myself. I wanted to let everyone know that I was a victim and things of that nature, and nope, do nothing. And when you do this, you are actually making the other person even more intimidated by you. Oh my God. At this point, they're having nightmares about you. Like, they don't even know who they're dealing with right now. Not only did you just expose them for who they truly are, and at this point, it's probably only between you, them, and the universe, right? And God. That's it. That's it, right? And whatever lies that they're now trying to spew about you because they think that you're about to do the same thing to them. And they want to make sure that if you do that, no one is going to believe you because they have already set up this trap, right? You have to be smarter and know that you will outlive their lies. Their lies aren't going to outlive you. And guess what? all that they're doing every time they speak bad on your name, prey on your downfall, lie about you, all they're doing is building up more bad karma for themselves. That's all they're doing. So the whole time, God's sitting there like, okay, literally watching. Because remember, the universe hates imbalance. The universe hates imbalance. So it's literally only a matter of time before the universe comes through like a tornado and balances shit out. And trust and believe it will be in your favor and you will feel so good. You will be on a whole nother level in your life if you are able to check your emotions and do nothing. When I say do nothing, you literally have to act like it never happened. I had to block people. When people said, I had to pretend like if I heard something bad about myself or heard this, I literally had to pretend like I didn't hear it and carry on with my life and my businesses and anything that's going to make me a better person and focus on myself. I literally had to pretend like it didn't happen. Because if I addressed it and allowed that to get into my energy, that would just lead to something else. And that's not what you want. So if you can start getting prepared, mentally prepared, if you're in the middle of something like that, trust me, you will feel so amazing at the end. Now, like I said, I have lived through two, not one, but two of full circle karma coming back to people that have fucked me over. The first one was a love situation. It was with my kid's father. When I left the situation, and I'm not gonna get into all the details of what happened in our relationship on this video, but I was faced with the decision to leave. And I just thank God that I was given the energy because I was being drained. I literally stayed and I just felt like I was in this dark hole and I could barely even attend to my children at some point. That's how much I was being drained. I don't even know where I got the energy to just up and leave this man. I don't know. But, when I did, he went on this whole campaign about how I'm a bad mother. His whole side of the family didn't want nothing to do with me. He contacted all his friends, just went on all this shit about how I'm a bad mother. He even was like, when I was trying to attempt to do some type of co-parenting stuff, he would spew negative shit about me to my kids. He would talk shit about me to my kids. He told my daughter the reason I left him was because I'm a lesbian, just all this stuff, right? And I did my do nothing game after a while of fucking it up and, going in to defend myself and things of that nature, right? And this is the moment I knew when it was full circle, even though I already felt it in my energy. But I had at some point bumped into some of his friends who started apologizing to me. He sent me a message. He sent me a message thanking me for how I'm such a good mother and thanking me for raising our daughter to be such a great young woman. All this shit. I was just like, look at God. And the only reason he did that was because people from the outside eventually started to see the truth. They started to see the truth that it wasn't me. They started to connect the dots. They would do things like stalk my Instagram because a lot of people stalk me. I get gang stalked a lot. A lot of people watch me. A lot of people are obsessed with me because when you switch up like this, when you're able to do something like this, people become obsessed with you. They don't know how you're doing it, how you got the confidence and energy to do this, right? So when people started talking to people that really knew me, watching my Facebook page, watching my kids, and then he started exposed. What will happen is they will start exposing themselves to their friend circle, right? They'll start exposing themselves, their own selves to their friend group because they're scared as shit. They don't know why you're not responding to them dogging you. So eventually what's going to happen? They're going to expose themselves and people are going to start seeing them for who they truly are. And trust me, it's a hard process to sit there and watch people dog you. But if you're dealing with a complete narcissist, you have to remember they have built their whole identity on helping other people so that they look like that, so they always look like the good person, right? So at this point, there were people that were dependent on him and things of that nature. And, they had spent, their life building up this fake identity, right? So it's hard sometimes for people to see through it. That's why it's really important to also surround yourself with people that are on your spiritual level, that are able to see through illusions. Because there's so many illusions that exist in this 3D world. I can't be around other people that are not able to see through an illusion, because there's going to be so much, right? The second time was a more recent incident, and it was with a friend / business partner, right? And when I left and exposed and did that mirroring back to this individual, they did the same thing. They went on a campaign literally accusing me of the very thing that they did. They would post on their social media, tell all their friends about it, had people start gang stalking me. And this was someone who had a really large following, right? Compared to the following that I had, they had a really large following. And there was someone in the community who was highly looked up to. It was someone that helped a lot of people, that did a lot of charitable things in the community. It was someone that was supposed to not ever have done something like what they did to me. And again, they had done it before to other people, but nobody was able to catch them in their tracks until they met me. It was someone that I thought was my friend, someone that I let into my aura, let into my energy, and I went straight cold. People were shooketh. They were not used to me being this way. They were used to me being the loving, reactive, emotional, sensitive Kimon. Oh, no. Not anymore. I had to get my emotions in check. So sorry, let me go back. So the first incident with the love situation, I want to tell you the timeline with like how long things took to go about full circle. So with the love relationship, that was about 3 years. 3 years of going through, bashing my name, making me seem like a bad mother, all this shit, 3 fucking years, right? This current situation went a little bit faster. It was about almost a year and a half, maybe, before shit went full circle and people were reaching out to me. And I was already getting energetic apologies. Like, when someone doesn't want to verbally apologize to you, and for whatever reason, their ego or they're scared to, they don't think you're going to accept their apology, they can send apologies energetically and ask for your forgiveness energetically. I had to learn how to forgive people energetically so they would leave me the fuck alone. Like, get out of my, aura, like, go, you're forgiven. I'm just never going to talk to you again. That's it. You're fine. You're forgiven. I get it. It's okay. Let's move on here, and like some people that didn't talk to me for years or unfollowed me, they started trying to follow me, commenting, reaching out to me, asking to support me in my initiative, things like that, after ghosting me because they believed the other person, right? So that was about a year and a half before everything went full circle. And now that person, everyone is seeing that person for who they truly are. And let me tell you, when you are able to do that, the universe has got your back. The universe and God sees everything. Nothing goes unnoticed, especially if the calling on your life is high, to raise the vibration of the collective. Like if the calling on your life is high and they come around, because that's normally what it happens. Like these people that are out here throwing their rocks and hiding their hands, that have done that consistently, what happens is you are their karma. You are their karma. And I know it because I had many nights where I cried because I didn't know why it was happening. I know now. I know why it happened. You are their karma because you have a higher calling on your life. And when you fuck with someone like that, someone who has a seat at God's table, oh, no. And you can't intercept either. That's something else that I had to learn. You can't intercept in God's karma. Revenge is the Lord's. You gotta learn that. Ain't nothing like karma from the divine. Whatever you could say or do to the person is only delaying what's coming to them, and you're intercepting. Like you're potentially, even though you're in the right? You are completely in the right to be saying and be upset because they're spewing lies about you. You are completely in the right to do that, but all you're doing is blocking, and whatever is coming to them is actually going to be lessened because of what you're doing to intercept them. That's how energy works. So the whole time that you're over here minding your business, having to cut off who's ever necessary, block, delete, cut off, you're gonna have to be alone for some time. And I'm still alone because I realized I can't let just any willy-nilly anybody around me. I can't. And you're out here minding your business and they consistently over there preying on your downfall. Oh, no. They're not going to get away with that. There's no way in hell they're going to get away with that. You will outlive their lies. Period. And that's a fact. I've lived that. People look at me like I'm like a fucking miracle. Like I defeated certain situations and people that were of higher ranking than me socially in the 3D, but not higher ranking spiritually. See, people don't understand that either. You got to know who someone is up there before you try to fuck with them down here, because that's different repercussions. The next thing, someone commented a line, cast not your pearls before swine. And that was exactly the basis of the point of that video. Cast not your pearls before swine. I was listening to one of my favorite YouTube readers a few weeks ago, not that long ago. And she made a comment about that. And the comment was, you can't continue to throw pearls before swine and then judge the swine. You got to start looking at yourself. Like, why aren't you respecting yourself and your abilities? Why are you not having the discipline to sit and wait for what is worthy of you, right? It comes to a point where it's like, you can't judge the swine anymore if you continue to do that. You cannot sit there and point your finger at the swine anymore. That's what goes from being a victim to a victor, taking matters into your own hands, knowing your worth, respecting your spiritual abilities, respecting what God has given you and what God has ordained you to do on this earth. You can't keep throwing pearls before swine and then judge the swine. That hit me deep because that was something that I needed to hear, right? You respect yourself to the point where people have to come to you if they want your time and energy. That's how you know. And even then, you still need to be discerning, right? You still, of course, need to be discerning, right? So that was something I think that, a lot of empaths really need to sit with when it comes to strengthening your core and your confidence and, positioning yourself in your power seat that you have fucking earned. That you've earned. You know what I'm saying? You've earned it. You can't keep throwing pearls before a swine and then judge the swine. That's not how it works. The third thing, and then I'm going to wrap this video up, is someone commented about, what about protection? You know, they said something that they don't have any protection. And, oh, you're being protected. I was protected through all of this. I was protected through all of this. I had nothing to worry about. I had nothing to worry about. I grew through all of this. You're being protected by God. You're being protected by your ancestors. You're being protected by the universe. You are being protected whether you know it or not. Now, yes, I think you do need to up your protection game when it comes to getting crystals and actually verbally asking your ancestors and God for protection. Because although they're there, when you open your mouth and speak it and say, please protect me through this, oh, you better believe your protection will be upped. Get your crystals, get black tourmaline, start Googling, start researching what type of crystals, pray and meditate around your crystals. This is really the time where you need to up your spirituality game, because they're going to be coming at you full force. Like I said, you have just done something that not many people have done to them. They're scared as shit of you. You got to remain in the power seat. Once you walk away and do that mirroring, you are now in the power seat. Do not move your ass until everything has come full circle. And I'm telling you, it's going to be hard. Because I fucked up a couple times, then had to start it all over again. Because that's how karma works. That's how energy works. Whatever you put on that wheel is what's coming back to you. Is what's coming back. Sit back and just know. What's easy for me is once I know the reaction that people want, it makes me easier not to give it to them. Although it's something that affects me emotionally, it makes it so much more easier not to give it and be like very stoic. Pretend like it didn't even happen. Block and protect your energy to the fullest, and do not get out of that power seat. Alrighty? So I'm so excited I'm able to get this out. I'm going to do another video right after this and start uploading more content to my my new podcast, which is called Empath Problems. Also, if you guys want to see more content on me, you can follow my Facebook page, which is called, it's under my name, but it's also, I changed the tag name to Keeper of Ancient Wisdom and Knowledge. You can follow me there on Facebook, where I'm going to start posting more stuff as well. And I feel so amazing to have been able to hop on, because like I said, there was just so much trying to stop me from getting this out. So talk to y'all soon. Bye.